first, check on the little kittens. They're smart. They're back underneath the heat lamp. Since it's cold this morning for some reason. Yeah. You guys are so cute. But yeah, they're pretty smart. You guys still got food. So, they're all good. But yeah, we got the conveyor belt in here so that we'll be able to load the seed tender up real quickly. Since the red tractor's been broke down for a week, or it's been at the shop for a week, they're waiting on parts. I'm gonna feed cows with the skid steer today. This is what I did yesterday because it's cold outside and I don't want to be on the 40/20. My thing is, it's really rough on the skid steer, and you can only do one bale at a time. But we're feeding the cows right by the gate, so it makes it easy. I'm actually gonna probably throw these bales over the fence, which is a no-no, but I don't want to bounce around for 3 bales. I might put out more actually, because they devoured the bales I put out yesterday. But yeah, they're right there. They make a good mount on this thing. Well, boys, we either got promoted or demoted, whatever you want to choose. But, well, crap. Stay. difficult one-handed tasks. But yeah, we're running the big excavator today because, well, my brother's here, so he's gonna get to run the other one. This thing is dirty. This tractor is dirty. It's a 9482. Got the synchro transmission. I think that's what it's called. I'm surprised it's, yeah, it does start in that gear. And AC's on. But yeah, since Aden's in the 8040, he's gonna start where I stopped yesterday, and then I'm gonna make my way over there because this is still sitting right beside the shop. Fueling. Tires look all right, besides this one. That one looks a little juicy. So I ended up airing up 3 tires out of the 4 running gear tires. They were a little low, and that's after getting filled up probably 2 weeks ago. So that's promising. But yeah, we don't use this unit very much normally, unless we're trying to get a lot of acres knocked out. So fingers crossed we have no tire problems. But I could also say that for the other excavator as well. Honestly, you can say it for any piece of equipment. It doesn't matter if they're brand new or whatever. Things happen. So, but yeah, I like this one going down the road more because the wings actually fold in enough that they actually stay all the way in. Where that little excavator doesn't quite fold up enough, so the wings will kind of move on their own a little bit, wiggle around, where this one stays planted pretty good. So yeah, we have officially made it. Aden's already got the little excavator, and he's actually at the back of that farm over there. I told him to go back there because really it's a pain in the butt for this big excavator to get back there. So he's back there, and I'm gonna work my farm. Gonna smooth out some of these wet spots. This tractor, it's very hard to operate one-handed. But yeah. Ugh. Did a pretty good job of smoothing that one out. Aiden's trying to talk to me. He had his radio undone. Just want to say hi. What do you think about that video? Does that look good?
I expect this radio to work because it loses power sometimes.
Got that wet spot too. You can see that a sprayer track is in it. Yeah. I already got this one. Also working a little bit closer up to the fence. Just little things. Really, there's not that much that really needs worked here. I hate this fence. That's the one thing. That's really the one thing that needs to go, is this fence has to go. It's not serving any purpose, so it just needs to be taken out. I just gotta get Grandpa or Dad to move their dozer down here, which that's kind of the hardest part about it, is that this entrance isn't that good. Looks like I got trash. But this entrance is not very wide, so it's kind of a pain to get a dozer in here. That's kind of one of the reasons why a dozer hasn't been here yet. But yeah, here's this wet spot. I think the water, whenever we get a bunch of rain, it kind of backs up, and it starts dumping into this field right here. So that's why this area sometimes floods out. I'd like to make it where the road ditch is a little bit deeper so it can handle a little bit more water, but those are things to consider into the future. Whip around. I cannot lower it that way, so I'm gonna have to put you guys down. Well, got this looking pretty sharp, so I'm gonna pick that bag up and throw it in the back of the truck. And I also got this up by the fence looking pretty good too. No good. Let's go get that. Huh. Run. Look at that unit. Good old 9482. Might as well get rid of all the moisture I have. This thing's, we're still ready to put on anhydrous. Even got the shanks for it too. I can already tell you guys, that wet spot is wet. Because you can see I got mud on my outside wing tires over there. And that's the first mud I've seen. If you guys watched my last video, which was yesterday, I went through a wet spot that was on one of our other farms that we rent. And never normally can drive through it without almost burying the tractor. And I had no problems going through it. I come over to this farm, which is maybe maybe 2 miles away. And I get mud on my tires, so that just tells me that if I'm able to go through that and not able to go through this, it's got to be pretty insane. Is that Nina? Yeah, Nina's watching me. Nina in her van. I think Langus is going to be back up her lane. Oh shoot, that killed the tractor. Forgot I don't have the depth set on this thing. That was about to be no bueno. That's also another reason why I need to set the depth. But every once in a while it's nice to be able to work it a little bit deeper in some places. Right on. No good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This almost feels like the first time I drove a tractor. This is kind of crazy. I can't believe this is my farm. This is pretty insane. But yeah, right now I'm trying to kind of clean up up where the property line is. Now this used to be one big piece with the CRP included. Now this is separate, so I just bought this bottom ground part. I didn't buy this hillside. So this piece in the corner here is actually not mine. This is actually my grandma's family's farm. She bought it off of, or I should say Grandpa and her bought it off of her family. And it was actually, it's a part of the farm that I worked towards the end of the day yesterday. So kind of that bottom ground on the other side of the river. Yeah. So now that I got that farm, it makes it really easy to get to this farm. I might eventually just rent this little corner from Grandma. Just for the simple fact of like, might as well have it all one crop and just call it one field and just call it a day. But yeah, this has actually got anhydrous put on it already, so it's actually going to go to corn. So my farm's going back to beans because, well, it was a little late for when I closed on the ground. We were actually already done with the anhydrous because we put on all of it in the fall. So yeah, well, we're almost done, boys. Almost done. Taking my final little bit and I'll be done on my farm. Just the last swipe. Yeah, I saw Aden, he finally got done with the very far back of that farm, so I'm actually going to head down the road a little bit more. This fence got to go. Squeezing me here. See if we can get out of here. I was able to get in here, so let's hope we can get out of here. Oh, we're rolling. We're rolling. But yeah, my big wings, they pull in a lot better than they do on that small one. I'm also very wide. You want to watch? I'm in M1, so I'm not trying to go ramrodding. We made it, boys. We made it. It was a struggle, but we made it. Now we gotta change. There's H1. And we give her some juice. And then we... Oh, yeah. Now we're cooking. And we're taking up the whole road, too. But yeah, I'm going to have Aden do these 2 patches here. Maybe I'll do them. Whatever. I'll do them. It's not that big a deal. I'll do them, and then I'll send him farther down the road because he can go faster than I can. No good. Can we pick it up one-handed? Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Look at the deer run.
I think I saw a buck over there. I think I saw one that ran back in.
Also, we got a rider. I did not.
And we have somebody who dropped their Cheetos.
Me. That was me. I dropped the Cheetos. We're working dirt. We are working dirt. That's all I gotta say. Those deer were booking it though.
Is it still there?
I don't know. Probably scared at Aden and then saw us and then got scared at us.
Yeah, I saw them standing
There's a Bronco. Whoa. ain't with me, because then I know I'm gonna get food. Well, I'd like a gear, please. Thank you. We got this bottom done as well. We're heading out. And you want to tell them what happened to Aden's tractor?
Aden broke it.
Yeah. Hopefully I can like insert a picture of what happened to the front end. But it's pretty similar to what happened to me with the 8020. Now it's just with the 8040. And it wasn't a bolt that broke, it was something else. But the front end needs some attention. Which this is the first time we've ever had any problems with it, besides, I mean, like the 8020, of course. But that's like the first time we ever had any problems with that series of tractor doing something like that. So it's kind of something new. Okay. All right. We gotta do a complete stop to change that side. Then we do one of these. Oh yeah, baby. 9482 will carry the boats. A few hours have passed. Lane has been picked up, so he's not riding with me anymore. But yeah, we're getting after it. We are by the interstate now. I did not record on the last farm that we did, or I did, and that was the farm that Lane got picked up on. But yeah, this is one of our pieces. There was a old shed right here that Dad buried. Really old shed, and it wasn't very big. It was just still standing over here, but it was in really rough shape. Yeah. It's gone now. I'll probably smooth this out. Well, I'm missing something. Maybe I'm not missing something. There's a stick here dragging. Look at this! Found an old chain. Looks like somebody lost it a long time ago. You're mine now. I don't know what I'd trust to pull with it, but you're mine now. It's heavy. I'm pretty sure this thing has a toolbox in it. Yeah. I don't know if anything's in there, but I'm gonna try to put this chain in there. I don't know what we'll use it for, but do we got room in there? Yeah, I think we got room. It wasn't so dirty. There we go. Nice. Is that shut? I don't think that's shut. Maybe I'm not ready to go. That's better. Ew! So, I've got all this to do. I'm saying all of this, I just go around the outside and smooth out some places. That there, and then quite a ways over there. I don't think I'm gonna get it all done today. But I can take a pretty good bite out of it. Now, if Aden didn't break down, I probably could have got it all done. Probably would be done about an hour. I'd say that's my calculations. Because the last farm that I did, I was gonna probably have Aden do after he was done where he was at. No bueno. So, I guess I should tell you guys about this. This is a nice pipe in the middle of the farm that we put in. About 3-4 years ago when we bought this farm. It makes it really nice because you don't have to fold up your equipment to go across it. So there's a reason why I'm folded up at the moment. And the reason why is because of that. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know if I can get it out. I'm gonna try though. It was where it was buried, where that old shed was, so. Yeah. Wasn't buried very good. Looks like it grabbed a hold of that shank pretty good too. Alright. We are on the top of terrace. And that stuff should be pretty well up in the air. And the reason why I got it folded up is because it's kind of stuck in the middle, so it's kind of hard to get to. But yeah, we'll see if I can pull it out. Man, I hope so. Of course, we're by the interstate too. So I pretty much have it free of that front shank. It's pretty well free off of that. It's just everything around the shovel, or on the shovel. I don't know if I have the tools to take that shovel off, but I don't think I'm gonna get it off of that without that. Just great. Just great. And who knows if it was... I doubt that's from Dad. I bet that was from... It could have been just right underneath the ground. Who knows? Who knows? Well, I'll be honest. I think I'm gonna go up to the top of the hill and go to the pickup truck. Because it's Dad's pickup truck and it should have a bunch of tools in it. But I'm gonna unfold again. Should be fine because that should just sit on top of that wire. Yeah. It's an old panel. Old metal panel. I'm not gonna work my way up there, but I'd rather be unfolded going up there. Go with that gear. That just sucks. I got everything worked over there. It was literally right at the end. And I wasn't really where the building was. I was kind of off to the side, so I was like, wasn't really expecting anything to happen. I wasn't really thinking there'd be anything. But yeah. Maybe it'll fall out by the time I get up there. I doubt it. It's dragging right now, and I got the thing up in the air. Isn't that wonderful? Looks like the neighbors decided to start working dirt since they saw me come here. I'm definitely gonna work this pass after I'm done because I'm dragging along. No bueno. This should help. But yeah, no bueno. Honestly, still need to be on top of a terrace again. I'll be honest with you guys. I drove all the way up here. I just repositioned and I was able to pull it off because it finally positioned itself easy to pull off. But I got it off. I put it up there by the fence. We're gonna have to figure out something to do with that eventually, but it's fine where it's at now. But yeah, no bueno. Yeah, it bent this shank back, which is not good. I'm also missing a shovel there. Yeah, that's not good. Which we don't have any more of the shanks part, so we're gonna have to get that. Well, the camera died. So you're on my phone now. It's dead. But yeah, I cleaned up the mess I made, and now I am well, I'm gonna work a little bit more and then I'm gonna be done for the day. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and hype the video. And that's about all I got. See you guys in the next one.